sticking the knife in the back, ain't it? Oh! There we go.
How about them Rangers? Woo! How about them Rangers? Hey, I told you. Eric told you. Rangers. Told you they're going to come back from 3-2. Said Evaldi was going to get him tonight, last night or whatever it was.
Yep, I said Valvaldi. Yep. I was a little bit worried about Scherzer. Yeah. But I was hoping,
So, yeah, the Bruce Bochy comes out of retirement. He's back in the World Series for his fifth trip. And shoot, I was going to play the interview, but I can't seem to get it to send over to edit it, to chop it down. I was videoing it. I don't know if we could play it or not.
Oh, gotcha. From the post game?
Yeah. I wanted, it's just a 1 minute clip, but anyway, we'll hey, wasn't even a ball game. Rangers came out, got going early, got 3 runs in the first, and they never trailed. They never trailed, and it was a perfect plan because it allowed for Bochy to be able to have a little more rope for Scherzer, and then go to Montgomery. And I figured he'd go right to Montgomery right after.
I didn't think he'd go from that long. That was interesting.
Well, you got a history of it with Mad Bum.
Yep.
And you're probably World Series will start what, Tuesday next week or Monday?
Ooh, yeah. I don't. Yeah. So he'll get plenty of days of rest.
Wait. What's today? Monday?
No, today's Monday.
Will start this weekend.
This weekend, I think. Yeah.
Let me see. When is the World Series starting? Let's take a look. Scores.
I wonder if a tablet or a printout told Bochy.
Yeah, World Series starts Friday.
Okay, so he's got.
That means it's Evaldi. Evaldi pitched Sunday. Yes. So Evaldi's going Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. He's going on 4 days rest. Sunday, I think
Montgomery.
Let's see, today's what, Monday?
Yep.
So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, Montgomery can go game 2 and Scherzer game 3. So there you go. And it may very well be the Diamondbacks after they defeated the Phillies today. Who knows? That's going to be something.
Man, I didn't see that one coming either, to be honest
with you. And we will cover real quickly. Let me cover the Niners. I'm not going to be on here too long. I'm going to turn it over to Eric. Niners stunk up the joint tonight. Just really laid an egg. Defense gave up over 400 yards passing. Terrible defense. 3rd down conversions by Minnesota. It was unbelievable. I didn't even think they were going to punt. They had 1 punt. No sacks. 45 passes for Kirk Cousins and not 1 sack. That is pathetic. Don't know what's going on with the D line with the 49ers, but if you can't get to the pass to the quarterback, something's going to be changing. And it's too bad they didn't win because Danielle Hunter would have been available for sure if the Vikings had lost. Still may be available, but man, that's crazy.
Because I remember in the preview we were talking to, they were probably going to have to run it and not pass it, and it was exactly the opposite, wasn't it?
I mean, they just took it to the 49ers defense. And then Jake Moody missed kind of another gimme tonight. Did hit a 54-yarder later in the game, which was good. But Vikings guy missed a field goal and an extra point too. So it really, you can't pin it on Moody, that's for sure. This is a defensive lapse. Purdy threw 2 interceptions, including the one as they were driving to get a game-winning touchdown, not to be. So anyway, kind of loving what I've been seeing. Dusty Baker tonight, Eric, or not tonight, but yesterday, made a comment about the managers. He said this. Let me read it for quote.
I gotta hear this.
I see you guys in the video room, just looking at your swings, reading all these stats. At some point, you have to just effing. You just have to say F it all. That S and just doesn't. That just got there and hit. What? Just got. I don't know, it doesn't make
I
sense.
think it's just get out there, maybe.
Maybe, yeah, it says got there, but you get out there and hit. All I hear is y'all talking about launch angle and tendencies and exit velocity. Effing exit velocity? Mother effing exit velocity? How about mother effing exit hits?
Oh, really?
I love it.
Wow, I like it.
And I posted that on Twitter. I don't know if you opened that up. You got to open the rest of it up.
Did you? When did you send that?
I think you hit a like on it. It was about.
Oh yeah, I like what you had to say though.
Yeah, we got to. And if you open it up, the rest of the text, there it is, Dusty. So yeah, so just go out there and hit. That's why I commented about Farhan, because he's a clown.
Mm-hmm.
He hopefully he makes the right decision, hires Melvin and lets him run the team, and doesn't.
That's my whole concern, and I keep saying that on Twitter. Yeah, I'm not caring about this manager business, because until Farhan's out of the day-to-day business, we're just going to get more of the same of the last couple of years.
So anyway, hey,
you going to head over to Larry's?
We don't want to mention it. Just
oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
Keep him here.
Yeah, there you go. Fair enough.
All right. Yeah. So you guys have a good show, and maybe I'll come back. We'll see. I'm not going to. I'm not doing too many shows right now with my head. Just the screen gets me a little dizzy and stuff with this concussion.
Man, can you get special glasses for that, like anti-glare or something, or is that
not yet? Just I can't. Everything out of my left eye is
that
blurry.
left eye still messing with you, huh?
Yeah, so I'm having therapy tomorrow, and it's going to be ongoing. So we'll see. But anyway, another week fantasy football, another loss, crud, and you won.
Yeah.
So yeah.
How I got lucky picking up that Bobo. I was like, it was funny. I'm laying in bed, right? I'm like, I don't think Rick and DK is going to go. So I just looked. All I did is Google, is DK going to go? And it brought me a Seattle Times article. And they were saying the guy that you said you wish you started, they
Jackson
mentioned him.
Smith-Nigby. Yeah, he was the guy. I blew it, didn't start him. So.
And then they said Bobo. I just wanted Bobo just to get.
Well, he had a good game. You got your 14 points. So
yeah, he did.
Anyway,
poor Bora.
Yeah, Bora's 0-7 right now, man. And you know what? The trade that got nixed would have helped Bora this week.
Yeah, it would have helped Bora. Would have done nothing for you.
He would. I would have got Dijon. Really, but he would have got 21 points from Jonathan Taylor, and he would have got 15 from Rashid White, or 16. It would have brought you within. Could have been the difference.
Could have been close.
Yeah, it would have been very, very close, within a point or two. So anyway, I'm out. You guys have a good show. We'll catch you later.
All right, take it easy, Dan.
Yep.
All right, guys, and now it's just me and baseball. Yeah, what a game! Both games, man. NLCS surprised me. I thought the Phillies, just the way they've been playing, my goodness. Nola had a pretty good outing last time. Merrill Kelly had a great game. We didn't really get into that one either, because we're talking more about Bochy. But what'd you guys think of Lovello pulling out Merrill Kelly early? He wasn't happy. I was watching it. He was not happy. I don't know if I like that. I think they should have stuck with him. He was dealing. There was no reason why they needed to pull him, but whatever. I don't know if that's some analytic stuff creeping in. I don't know. I don't think that was a game plan, because the way that Kelly was acting, I don't think that was a game plan type of issue that was talked about beforehand. But yeah, the pressure's now on Philly. I agree, Lou. Yes. Pressure is on Philly, because you're back in Philly. You couldn't close it out here in Game 6. Now you're going to a Game 7, and who's going to go pitch for Is it going to be Ranger Suarez? It must be Ranger Suarez, right? Yeah, it must be Ranger Suarez. Or is that his name? I think that's his name. He's a tough lefty. I know the D-backs have a tough time against them. I don't know. Maybe they'll have a different game plan. I think I haven't saw who the D-backs are throwing out. Maybe they're going to send out that rookie again, Fott. He had a good outing last time. I don't see why not. Go ahead, throw him out there. I mean, it's game 7, so it's going to be all hands on deck type of situation. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, only allowed 1 run to the Phillies. That's huge. Only allowing them to get 1 run in that park. Yeah, it is Ranger Suarez. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it. But yeah, only allowing 1 run in that park, that's tough. But Arizona came out swinging. Man, they had a good game. But how about those damn Rangers? Wow. Will Martinez says, Eric, I think Melvin is going to save Farhan his job. Melvin is loved by the Asian players, and he will be helpful in the recruitment of Japanese super. Yeah, he's old school. But here's the problem. This is the issue I have, Will. Is Farhan going to allow that? Because for all intents and purposes, Farhan he's a little bit too involved in the day-to-day operation of a ball club. Something, he's kind of blurring the lines of where the GM's job, quote unquote, ends and where the manager begins. And if he goes across that line too much, I mean, all we're going to do is get the same type of baseball. So I don't know. I guess we're just going to have to see how it all works out. I don't know. It's like I said, I'm not going to get too excited about this, the manager stuff until Farhan's gone or Farhan's out of the picture somehow. I don't know. He can't be involved. He's got to let the manager do what he needs to do and then go from there and just stay out of it. Just go out there, go get the players you're supposed to, as a GM, you go get the players you're supposed to get to make the team better. I don't want this damn margin hunting. That needs to end, but we'll see what happens. What do we got in here? Crab Sandwich says, I heard Yamamoto idolized Richard Riley as a kid. That's interesting. Let's see. Farhan needs to keep his boiler paws out of the clubhouse. Agreed. That just told you something when Farhan had to speak to the club there towards the end of the season. And that told you right there, he's getting involved in places that he doesn't need to be getting involved. But I don't know. I like what you're saying there, Lou. He goes, why does everyone love Melvin? I would rather stay with San Diego Padres than the boring Giants. We don't even know if we don't even know if he wants to. I don't know. He's going for the interview, so maybe he does. I don't know. I guess it's all going to be determinant on, how the interview goes, but there's no guarantee that he's going to come here to San Francisco. Maybe he decides to stick with San Diego. Who knows? Let's see. I agree. I think Melvin, will, fight back a little bit more than what Kapler did. But I don't know. We don't know, though. That's the thing. We just don't know. Yeah, I guess there'll be more to come on that. But hey, real quick, back to the Rangers. Now Rangers, they're going to have home field advantage. I don't know if that's a good thing. Man, in the ALCS, every single win came on the road. I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong. Excited for the fan base. The fan base deserves it. But is that going to benefit the Rangers? They need to win at home. Especially in the World Series, you got to win at home. So that's good. That's good for Texas. And now they get a little bit of a break to catch a breath. Not so much of a break to where it's gonna. Hopefully, it didn't hurt them last time. So we'll see. Let's see. A senior says, I think the fact that he is interviewing and already has a job with San Diego speaks volumes. Yep. He and Presley don't like each other, and I think it's a done deal. That's probably possible, senior. Haven't heard anything yet, but yeah, that's a really good observation. That's possible. We'll see what happens. I just hope, like I said, I just hope Farhan lets, Bob Melvin do managerial type duties. Oh, listen to Sports Talk in San Diego. Melvin is gone, according to their sources. Interesting. Dusty Baker could become available. I don't know. I know he lives out here. I think he has a winery, if I'm not mistaken, right? Out in Napa Valley somewhere. I don't know. Let's see. What else we got here? Yeah, road teams 0-12 all time when Bochy and Dusty face off in the postseason. Yeah, isn't that weird? Gosh, that is awesome, though. Isn't that awesome, though, seeing Bochy come back after being gone from the game for 3 years? He comes right back in it, and there he is, back in the World Series. And I agree. I saw Corey Cooper made a great point. He's got a hell of a lineup. And that's why it takes a team, guys. It takes a team of your general manager. Well, let's actually start from the ownership, willing to put in the resources so that the GM could go out there and get those top free agents, make trades, understand your farm system, bring the guys up that need to be playing. You put that all together with a manager who knows what's going on, man, you're cooking with gas. And look what you got. You got a team going into the World Series. It's fantastic. It's awesome. Lou asks Eric, if Melvin comes to the Giants, what do they have to give up since he's under control? Oh, that's a good point. I don't know. Maybe just money. Maybe it's just the money. I don't know. Yeah, Baker. Yeah, he's from the Sacramento area. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Good pull there, Cool Breeze. Maybe you never know. Yeah, it's probably just money. Will says Farhan was not going to hire someone with no managerial experience. Agreed. With his job on the line, he needed someone like Melvin. I'm sure ownership knows they can. Here's the thing that I've been thinking about too. Is Farhan doing this because he knows he's under the gun? Listen to what I have to say. He knows he's under the gun, so he's going to have to make moves that he's not necessarily comfortable with doing. It's out of his comfort zone. So once, and then say everything goes well, the Giants have a good season next year, and ownership decides to sign Farhan to a multi-year deal, or extend him, I should say. Is he going to revert back now that he's got that long-term, or is he going to stick with what works? I don't know. That's what I'm worried about. I don't trust Farhan. That's the issue that I have. I don't trust him. And I don't know what his intentions are, both short-term and long-term, but I guess we'll see what happens. More catnap, because no, I ain't got the ability to do that. I'm good at just observing and kind of just putting my spiel upon it, but I don't know about, being a GM. And that Niner game reminded me of Cardinals McCoy game. I can't recall that. I'm sorry, but I'm guessing that's not a good thing. Oh, you know what? I saw an interesting tweet out there, Morkatna. Mark DeLucci talked about how he sees similarities between Adoldis Garcia and Heliot Ramos. Both of them, had to take a little bit of time to articulate, if you want, to get better. They had to kind of cook for a little while, but he sees similar attributes between Garcia and Ramos. And he said that the Giants should be wise in, what they do. And we've been saying this on the channel for a while. Ramos really hasn't been given a legitimate run and see what he could do. It's only been little spots here and there. I think they should do it, man. Why not? What do you got to lose? Let's see what this kid has. Maybe he's got something that you guys have been missing, and it's been there the whole time. Maybe we'll find out. Let's see. Mildred Infante, haven't seen you. Hey, welcome. Welcome to the channel. Astros cheated in 2017, but lost in 2019, and now 2023. Finally, the Astros, aka Trash Cans, El Bumby, was the best coverage in the postseason. Jose Altuve is going to sleep with a frown on his face. Yep. I'll tell you what, though, Altuve was raking in LCS. He was raking. Both him and Alvarez, man, those guys were getting it done. Everyone else, not so much. Those two guys in particular, though. Matthew says, if it works, I think Farhan will let it ride, but stick to taking all the credit but any success. Oh, okay. Maybe. I don't know. Like I said, do you guys feel the same way? Do you feel like, maybe, Farhan could be kind of shady, just like I said, changing his ways just to save his own hide, and then gets that long term, and then maybe reverts back to what he's used to doing. I don't, maybe, unless they put some type of stipulation in that damn contract, but I don't know. Jimmy G wants someone with little to no managerial experience because they will do whatever Farhan says. Melvin won't. And that's the issue that I'm wondering. Because if that is true, right? If what Jimmy is saying is true, then Melvin won't work here in San Francisco. But Senior thinks, was it Senior or I can't remember who said it, saying that I can't remember who said, no, I think it was Will Martinez. It was Will Martinez said that with Farhan being on a hot seat, he wants to get a bona fide manager who's had experience. So I guess we'll see how it plays out. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what to say about that because, we've been lied to so many times as a fan base for the Giants that I guess we'll see what happens, come spring training. We'll see how, let's start first, see who the manager is, see how the offseason goes, spring training, and then get into the season next year. But there's a lot of time in between. A lot of things can happen. Cool Breeze, Shanahan, too conservative on play calling. That's his downfall. No trick plays, no reverses, just average play calling. Rough. The defense, huh? Defense was giving up a lot of yards today. Not your typical 49er defense. Interesting. Matthew says, I think Farhan is shady. I think he fired Kapler to save his own butt. Yes. Not that Kapler should have stayed, but I think Farhan was trying to put all the blame on him. I agree. It's kind of like the whole diversionary thing. Hey, look over there. Don't look over here. Look over there. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I was actually hoping that Farhan was going to be gone, but it didn't happen, unfortunately. Yep. But yeah, Bochy, going back to the World Series. He's got a good team. They really, I was a little bit worried with this Christian Javier because last time the Rangers faced him, they didn't do a very good job. They got a lot of weak contact, didn't do a whole lot against them. And I was wondering how the Rangers were going to do against them. And they had a game plan. And they executed that game plan because it was a bloodbath. It was awesome, though. Because I was getting a little bit concerned there in those beginning to middle innings. Astros kept the pressure on. They kept threatening, but they just never got it done. I agree, Will. This will be a fascinating offseason in Giants history. And specifically, I don't know, maybe we could go back to New York too, but specifically San Francisco, absolutely. Farhan knows he needs to improve the roster, and that's the thing. He could have done this. This is the issue that I have, that Farhan had the ability. I mean, we had 5 years of Farhan. He could have already begun to do this, right? He could have already begun to start adding some of these everyday players instead of throwing out the same guys over and over and over for this platoon advantage. And you saw where it got the Giants. It didn't get them anywhere. And I don't know. We'll see how this offseason, but I agree. It's going to be the most fascinating, if not just fascinating, probably one of the most important. Tyler Burbank, let's go. Bochy in the World Series. Yes. Man, you cannot not root for Bochy, man. This is it's awesome. It is awesome. Speaking of Kapler, what's all this talk about the Red Sox interview? I mean, he played for the Red Sox. I think the Red Sox are just playing, they're just playing some psychological warfare. They just want to see what maybe get a read on the fan base, see what they think, if they're, maybe something, maybe not too serious, and just to get a gauge and realize, okay, yeah, our fans need some real baseball guys in here. Charlotte says he's going to go watch the Golden State Warriors tomorrow for his 27th birthday. Awesome. Good deal. Yeah, you had your birthday a couple of days ago, right? Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Yeah, he could have improved the roster twice, trade Rock and Dodon and Cobb and get more prospects. Yeah, we were saying that, but oh well. Guess you can't cry over spilt milk, right? let's just see what I guess they can do now. But yes, they 100% went the wrong direction these last couple of years, and they've paid the price. I mean, literally, Farhan almost lost his job because of the way that he's done this. And in my opinion, I think he should have lost his job. I didn't think he deserved to come back for another year, but I don't get paid the big bucks to make those choices. All right. I don't think I've missed anything in here. Adolis Garcia had a game for the ages. He almost had 3 home runs, man. He had 2. He had the Oppo Taco, which was a blast. Seager's home run was an absolute bomb. He hit another one to left field. Garcia did, and then he hit one just below the home run, maybe about 5 feet below the home run line over there in the Crawford boxes. Man, he saw the ball like beach balls today. He was on it today. Will Martinez, he's interested. If you were to pay move, what moves? I don't know. I got to think about that, Will. I like the idea of Rhys Hoskins, but I don't know, man. He might be pretty dedicated to that Philadelphia, because Philadelphia treats their players pretty good. You know, I understand in certain situations that money's going to talk, but man, who else there was someone else that we were talking about too. There was an outfield guy, not Bellinger. I thought there was someone else other than Bellinger. Bellinger would be a nice guy that I would try to go after. I thought there was a right-handed hitter. Who was it that we were talking about? Man, I cannot remember. But we need to get a couple of good free agents. I mean, guys. I mean, yeah. When you get a free agent, you're going to overpay. That's just part of the game. That's part of baseball. Because if you think about it, what is this year's overpay is next year's, baseline. That's what happens. That's what happens in baseball. I mean, I guess in any sports, every year that goes by, the money just keeps getting higher and higher. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't know about trading Soler. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, he's a big right-handed bat. I guess, yeah, for a DH. Yeah. But does he have a history of getting it? It seems like he's always going on the DL, though, or the IL, I should say. I think he's got a little bit of history. I'm not talking, when I mean by injury, for example, Rhys Hoskins, that wasn't a quote-unquote, it's not a chronic injury. It was a freak accident. He was running back on the ball and his knee popped when he was because he was running backwards. That happens. Baseball injuries happen, but it's the chronic, always going on the IL. That's the issue I have. Yeah, but I'm trying to think. Trades should be, I mean, you just got to be careful on who you trade. I just hope that the front office understands player evaluation. Because when I heard, there was a report that came out soon, not too soon after the season ended. Actually, yeah, as a matter of fact, no, I think it was a couple of weeks ago. It was reported that Farhan was kicking the idea of trading Luciano for Sean Murphy when he was still with the A's in the offseason last year. And I'm like, man, why would you trade a Luciano for a Sean Murphy? Don't get me wrong, Sean Murphy's a good catcher. But did you think that Luciano was the price to pay for a Sean Murphy? To me, that seemed a bit of an overpay. And that's what I'm worried about. Is the front office capable of pulling off a trade that, yeah, you're going to have to give up talent, but you got to give up potential talent for legitimate talent. And I just hope that the guys who are responsible for that are making the right choices and not handicapping the organization. But yeah, I think there's got to be a two-front assault. I think you're going to have to do some trades and sign some free agents. The Giants have the wherewithal to make some of these payments. And when I mean by free agents, that also includes the international market as well. 100%. Hunt the international market. Try to get after that. I mean, they've tried to do it in the past, both with Seiya Suzuki, Kodai Senga, Shohei Ohtani. They tried going after him, but they decided to go elsewhere. So I don't know how much success that will be. Exactly, Mark. And now that's another thing. Yeah, he had just drafted a damn catcher in Patrick Bailey, and then he wanted to go trade for Sean Murphy. I just that's what I'm saying. What are they? What are they? Let's see. Red L. Will the Rangers win at home in the World Series? I talked about that. They got the home field advantage, but the home field advantage did not do well in the ALCS. Every single game that was won was by the road team. So make of that what you will. That was weird. Baba Booey says if the Giants trade a top prospect, make them also take Haniger as well. I agree. Take Haniger. Yeah, if you could get him involved in a trade, heck yeah, why not? I hope Conforto opts out and goes on to free agents into free agency. Free up some of that space. Don't block some of these other guys that you may want to come up. I mean, you may want to see Matos for a whole year. You may want to see Fitzgerald. He had a hell of a last couple of weeks. Maybe you want to have him come out. I don't know. Definitely Elliot Ramos. You want Elliot Ramos to get some run. Thoughts on Yamamoto? Seen videos and have read scouting reports. Paired with Webb, Harrison, and Cobb would be sick. Signing him will also make Wisenhunt expendable for a bat. Good point. That's a good point. Yeah, I like that. I like that thought process because, again, like I said, if you're going to trade, as long as you got the talent, that's going to offset trading a young product. Because Wisenhunt, man, goodness gracious, I don't know if I want to give him he throws from the left. He's got some decent velocity, and he's got a nasty changeup. I don't know, man. But I see where you're going, and I would not be against that idea if it can bring in someone significant with a bat, as you said. Let's see, Trey Jocko. I think he's a free agent. Just let him go. Yeah, I don't ever want to see him in San Francisco again. Goodness. Whew. Mason Black, he's been doing well in Sacramento. He could be a trade piece. I think I'd rather trade Mason Black than Wisenhunt, to be honest with you. Every World Series game will be under a roof this year. Maybe not. Don't say that yet, Eddie. I think Philadelphia may have something to say about that. We'll see, though. We'll see. It's going to be a fun Game 7 tomorrow, too. I love Game 7s. Aren't those exciting? It's just you hang on every pitch because you just don't know what's going to happen. It's awesome. Who is going to want Slater or Peterson in a trade? Nobody. Well, first off, Peterson, he's gone anyways. But who's going to want Slater? Nobody. Not in the offseason. Maybe in a trade deadline, if someone needs a right-handed bench bat, yeah, then he's got a little bit of value there. But as far as, trading him for someone significant, no. Yeah, you do. You got to trade something, get something. I agree. That's why I was thinking maybe Mason Black, because you don't see a whole lot of lefties with his kind of stuff. That's pretty. But then again, it's going to get you a lot more too. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not against the idea, but it all depends on who we getting back. Landon Roop. You know what? Hey, Senior, are you still in here? He was following some of these guys. Landon Roop, he was a guy that was up and coming. Yeah, I don't know what happened to him either towards the end. I know he was in Richmond. He was doing really well. I don't know what happened. Texas and Arizona have retractable roofs too. Yes. If Arizona advances, yes, it could be under a roof. I'm just saying if Philly wins, though, then, they're open air. That ballpark is something too. Is Luciano? I wouldn't trade Luciano. I would keep Luciano. You need someone at shortstop because I don't think Brandon Crawford's going to come back as a full-time player. I mean, is he going to come back as a part-time? Maybe. Who knows? But we need it. We need that shortstop position locked down. You just don't play with it. You got the guy already in Luciano, so just stick him there and let him play it. Do you see any big trades in NFL? Hey, chat, I'll ask you guys that. You guys will probably be more in tune with the NFL trade than I am. I'm more of the baseball guy. I know a little bit about football. But as far as the trades coming, Gonzo, yeah. Anyone in the chat want to answer that? Go for it. I'll put it up here. The D-backs roof is currently not working. What is that all about, Mark? Did it break? Wow. Just looking to see what else we got in here. Oh, here we go. Hey, Senior, you know anything about what happened with Roop? I know he was doing really well in Richmond, but I haven't heard anything. Towards the end of the season, I didn't hear anything about what was going on. I know he was doing really well, but I do not know what the NCFFL is. Looks like the Titans started their fire sale today. Wouldn't be surprised if Derrick Henry gets traded. Interesting. I see the 49ers trading for Mahomes. Oh man. So is that going to start up? Is the Purdy talk going to be is going to be out there? It's going to be pretty boisterous talking about Brock Purdy. I mean, that happens. You have a bad game and then, next thing you know, it's fire everybody. Lamont Ray Jr., I think I'd bring Lamont back for another year. Why not? Or whatever. I mean, he's under arbitration. Doesn't cost a lot. His value for how much that you have to pay him, I'm fine with Lamont Wade. He had a turnaround year this year. I like what he did. He just needs help in the lineup. After tonight, 49ers need help on defense. Okay. Will B, what's up? Hey, thinking about doing a show after this one. What do you think? Let me know. Hell yeah, get absolutely wrecked, Giants front office. Oh, man. Tom Wyerts, what's up? How's it going? Thanks for joining. Giants have so much to do and accomplish this winter that they have the right person in charge who none of us have any confidence in. Edwards getting anywhere. Whoa. Well, where'd you go there at the end? Giants have so much to do and accomplish this winter, and they have the person in charge who none of us have any confidence in. Yeah, I agree, Tom. I mean, what has Farhan done in the last? Was it really? I didn't hear about that one yet. Damn, dude. Yeah, we'll get into. If you're up to it, Will, after I do this one, we could do one because there is a lot going on, but we'll get into that later. Stands for the Cannon Flag Football League. Thanks, Shardall. Appreciate it. Yeah, there is a lot happening for sure, Will. Let's see. We need a Shardall top 5 list. No, we don't, Tyler. Dan needs to send you, Eric, to Nashville to cover the winter meetings for the Giants. Maybe get a suite next to theirs and East drop. Yeah, there we go. Oh, man. I don't know. Maybe Dan will go. I think he was talking about maybe going. I don't know. All right. That would be funny, though. That would be some good times. Daniel Moreno. Hey, haven't seen you in here before. Welcome. I appreciate you being here. Giants and Mets are emerging as front runners for Yamamoto. Thoughts? Well, I'll tell you one thing. It's probably going to be the Mets. Just the way things have been going on. Giants can never land the guy. And I guarantee you the Mets will probably be throwing out a lot more money than what the Giants will throw out for a starting pitcher. Even though he's at a younger age, I think, what is he, 24, 25? So, spending money on him wouldn't be as dangerous as throwing $100+ million at a 30-year-old. There's a big difference. But If I was to guess, I would say the Mets would probably be the front runner to getting Yamamoto. Would not be surprised. Kodai Senga is already there, and he's dealing. He'll say he's 25. So yeah, like I said, you could spend more money on that. I don't think Farhan will have an issue doing a long term, doing a 5-year because it takes them up to his year 30. But Giants are reported to throw Ohtani $480 million. Whatever. I'm not gonna Tyler, don't get your hopes up, buddy. That's all I'm gonna say is just don't get your hopes up. It's better just to go in it going, you know what? We know how this is. We know we've heard this song before. We know what's gonna happen. So instead of getting yourself all worked up and getting excited about something, just say, you know what? Giants are probably gonna wind up getting Teoscar Hernandez instead of Mr. Ohtani. So I would just temper your expectations. I mean, it's hard to get positive with this team with the last couple of years. It really is. Someone said Lance Lynn to the Giants. Now that seems about the Giants' speed right there. Why get Yamamoto when you could get Lance Lynn? Why not? Oh man. What else we got? No, come on, Teoscar. The guy is a human strikeout. We already got plenty. We got already plenty of players on the team that strike out. So let's not add another one to that. That's just saying. Let's see. Will Martinez agreed. Eric surprised me because I'm not hoping to expect anything from them other than a fourth outfielder. Exactly. That's just kind of what's been going on. And I don't know. We don't even have a manager yet, so we can't even discuss exactly, what it would look like as trying to get a top flight free agent, because I think that's going to have a lot to do with it. Giants are going to get Harrison Bader. Yeah, that's another guy that's, they probably pick up. I'd rather get Bader than Teoscar. That's me. I think it just seems to be a better. Is Dusty Baker retiring? I don't know. Was this his last year on the Astros contract? Tim Ryan was disgusted. I bet he was. Whew. Stripling and Lynn on the same pitching staff is basically a war crime. It's pretty good, Crab. I like that one. That's pretty good. I'd make a trade for Lars Nootbaar. Yeah, he's a young guy, but I don't know. But I don't know if the Cardinals want to give him up though. You think they would want to get, because they kind of got a lot of young guys in there that they probably want to keep, because they're kind of rebuilding as well. What the heck? Did you hear about Michigan State putting a picture of Adolf Hitler during the Michigan versus Michigan State? Nope. Can't say that I heard about that. Yeah, that's interesting. Mildred Infante says Max Scherzer took a whole trip in the U.S. He went from winning the World Series with the Nationals, traded to the Dodgers, signed a 3-year contract with the Mets, and now he got traded to the Rangers. Yeah. Yeah. But if you think about it, yeah, all those teams, you won the World Series with the Nationals. The Dodgers, you got deep in the playoffs, right? Then they kind of, Mets, not so much, but now he's going to the World Series. I bet you there's footage of I bet you his dugout celebration or his clubhouse celebration must have been nuts. If you saw it, the way he acted when they won the DS, I can't imagine what he must like after winning the pennant. Guys, Dusty Baker announced he's a free agent for manager. What? Did he say that? Tyler, did he say that? You gotta let me know if he did say that. I'll have to try to find it. Maybe I'll go ahead and bring up the good old Twitter. Or X, whatever the hell, whatever. I'm calling it Twitter. I'm just going to take a gander here, see what we got here. I love it. Okay, I got to show this. Tim Flannery. Oh, that is great. Check this out. Congratulations to the legend Bruce Bochy and the Texas Rangers for winning the American League pennant. Way to go, Boch. Enjoy the ride. Ah, I like that. That is great. That is fantastic. The Athletic is reporting it. Okay. Interesting. That's interesting. All right. I'll stop sharing for now. That is awesome. That is great. All right. I got to find. Marty Lurie says, seriously, how about Bruce Bochy winning the AL pennant and going to the World Series again? Wow. What a terrific story. Yep. Absolutely. That is. FP, Bruce Bochy is a legend among the legends. So happy to see him back in baseball and back in the World Series. Incredible story. Incredible career. Yep. All right, let's see what we got here. Mm-hmm. I'm just taking a look here at my Twitter just to see if there's anything else. Oh, here we go. I guess we can do this. Let's see. Courtesy. Hold on one second. Put this up here. I think is that Fox Sports? I think that's Fox Sports. Yep. Let's hear what Bochy has to say. How about that, huh? Let me throw this up there and share it.
And I'm going to add this. First of all, I'm going to tell you what an honor and privilege it is. Man, it's an incredible team with so much heart and determination. Came in here against all odds. You went to Tampa. You went to Baltimore. I can't say I've ever seen more heart. So thanks. And I'm going to add this. Congrats on wearing the horns in Texas and going to the World Series.
Oh, man. Man, that is great. I saw that, Mark. I'm going to take a look at it in a minute. That is awesome. Man. Let me see. What do we got here? Oh, Dusty Baker tells multiple people that okay. Here, let me share that. Appreciate that, Mark. Thanks for the heads up. Just then, Dusty Baker has expressed to multiple inside and outside the Astros organization in 2020 will be his final season as manager. 2-time World Series champion, 3-time manager of the year, 19 years as a player, 26 as a manager. Huh. So what does that mean, though? Oh, hold on one second, guys. All right, give me one moment, guys. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. All right, but here's the deal. It says that his final season as a manager, does that mean he's done just managing, or is he just done with the Astros? I don't know. I guess we'll find out more. We'll find out more on that, I'm sure. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Bay Area Music Lens. Not that Melvin is a bad manager, but someone out there see how he draws better players to sign. Oh yeah. I don't know if he's going to be able to draw those free agents that the Giants are going to need. Giants are going to need some free agents. No doubt about it. Tom says, how many of last year's rookies on the Giants will find starting full-time position on next year's roster? Oh, that's a good point. I kind of talked a little bit about this, Tom. I think they need to give some run for Elliot Ramos. They have to. They got to see what this kid has, because I saw Mark DeLucci. I mean, I see him do some. He does some Giants work, and he sees some comparisons to Adolis Garcia with the Texas Rangers. So, let's see. And I don't think the Giants should make a mistake by just giving up on him so quickly. I think they should just give him some run, see what he could do. Give him a season. Why not? Right? It's not going to hurt nothing. And if he doesn't have it, well, then you move on from him. But I think Ramos needs to be a big factor. Luciano needs to be a factor next year. Matos, I could see, but I think he needs to add a little bit more strength, because he has a lot of warning track power. Not to say that you got to always hit a home run, but you got to be able to have that power to hit those gaps as well. Get some line drive shots. Schmidt for sure. Bailey for sure. A full-time next year, both of them. Tyler Fitzgerald, he had a good end of the season. So maybe that's a guy that you might want to look at too. I mean, you only got so many spots. You got 26 roster spots, right? And you gotta kind of balance it between your youth and some good veterans. So yeah, we'll see how that works. As far as pitching, Harrison, I'm pretty sure he'll probably start the season. I don't know about any other pitchers, to be honest with you. Maybe no bullpen that I can think of. Maybe there'll be a surprise in spring training or something. But yeah, that's where I'm going as far as the youth is concerned. Yeah. The Dusty back to the Bay, maybe. I don't know, but does he still want to do it? I don't know. That I don't know. Verlander sucked in the playoffs. I thought he was okay. He wasn't great. He wasn't lights out, but I thought he was okay. For this playoffs, he was okay. But damn, the Astros just couldn't do nothing at home. I guess I could say the same for the Rangers. Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence with Dusty. Yeah, he's got the old school stuff, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe. Giants are nearing a deal with Bob Melvin. I don't know. I mean, everyone's saying that, but I haven't seen anything come across. That just seems to be some just reporting. We'll see. Ramos depends on Farhan. Does not want to play him, but I don't. That's what I'm saying. That hey, Red, this is the issue that I have with Farhan. That shouldn't be his call. That should be the manager. Let the manager do managerial things. Let the GM do GM things. If the manager doesn't feel like he has it, well, then he tells the GM, and then the GM has to rectify that situation. Whether it's sending him to the AAA or to the minors, trading him, or releasing him. But let the manager do managerial things. And if you can't do that and you're taking it upon yourself to do it, then it doesn't matter who the hell's in the dugout managing this ball club. All right. And that's great. grab. In some sick, twisted universe where Kepler somehow wins the pennant, he would reject the champagne like he rejected the birthday cake. Yep, probably. Probably. Yep. Yep, exactly, Red. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's hear. I'm gonna take a little gander here more. Okay, that's more of Bochy doing his thing. What do we got here? Okay, Eric Burns. Boch might as well have been oh, hold on, let me get this. Boch might as well been having a cup of coffee and smoking an effing cigarette while managing this series with his feet kicked up on a couch in the dugout. Make no mistake about it, he is 100% in the convo of greatest managers in the history of this great game. Wow, look at that. Good old Eric Burns. Oh, did you guys see the fastball that Chapman threw and hit Chas McCormick in the leg? The 104-mile-per-hour fastball that went, man, you want to talk about a bit inside. Woo, nailed him right behind the knee. Oh, God. Oh, that's great. That ump cam is something. They're showing pictures of that ump cam when Garcia hit that opposite field home run. Oh, oof, 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 oof. Here, I'll show this. I could probably keep it. Yep, still the same. Man, tell me that this won't leave a mark. Oh, brother.
0-2 to Chas McCormick. Got hit by 104.
Oh. Oh.
How do you even stand up?
Oh my God. This, yeah. They show a replay of this.
So McCormick limps his way down there. I mean, my gosh, 104 miles per hour, John.
Here it comes.
I don't even know.
Look at this. Right in the back of the knee. Wow! Oh, brother. Here, let's hear that sound one more time. Here's bloosh. Look at those shock waves rippling across the
Astros making a little noise here against Chapman. The very painful 0-2 to Chas McCormick. Got hit by 104.
Ooh. Damn, man. Oh, my gosh. Woo. God, I bet you he felt that in his teeth. Oh, especially that slow-mo. You see his just muscles and skin just rippling from the, oh, and the sound. You can't even get away. It was a laser beam. You can't get away with that. There's a homing missile. Whew. Nah. And all right, that's good enough for now. All right. Yeah, that's gonna. I bet. Could you imagine what that must look like now? It's probably got the outline of the seams. I bet you that thing is like you know how when you get a really nasty, or it's just there's like blood, all like that's scabbed up across all of that black and blue. Oh man, oof, man, exactly. It was like a boxer got hit in the face where you just when they hit, you just see it just the slow motion. Your whole face is just moving. Damn. I don't know how he got up. I don't know how he got up. Wow. Bring in Chardall. No, I'm not going to bring in Chardall for this. Maybe I'm going to do my own show after this one. I'll talk a little bit about the stuff that's going on, and maybe I'll bring him in over there. But here, not so much. Get rid of that for now. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. Nothing there. I guess I'm guessing if they're saying the first game of the World Series is going to be this weekend. We'll see what happens tomorrow between the Diamondbacks and the Phillies. That's going to be another exciting Game 7. We'll see who gets that. I think Suarez is going to go tomorrow. I believe. Actually, I don't. Well, whatever. I'll look at it later. But I think Suarez is probably going to go tomorrow for the Phillies and Arizona Diamondbacks. I'm guessing they're going to send out Fott. He looked good last time he went out. Then again, it was in Arizona. You're in a little bit friendlier territory. We'll see how he does, though, in Philadelphia if he is going to go. It may be a bullpen game. I would not be surprised if it's a bullpen game. Well, Game 7s are kind of like that anyways, unless someone's just dealing. If not, then you're going to see like the entire pitching staff that's on the roster coming out to pitch for Game 7. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Hey, chat, what do you think is going to be a more exciting World Series? Texas versus the Diamondbacks or Phillies? I said it was going to be Texas and Phillies, and I think I'm gonna stick by that. I would love to see Arizona win it. Don't get me wrong. I would love to see Arizona do it, but I just think Phillies. I don't know. Well, maybe not. We'll see. I guess we'll see. Yeah, the Phillies, last couple of games, they really haven't. Well, no, they did well in Arizona, but this game, I don't know what happened. Rangers in 5. There you go. Maybe as long as they can win at home. Yeah, Conforto has an opt-out. Yes, he does. He probably will too. He probably could get a bigger contract somewhere else if he opts out instead of sticking with the Giants for another year. Plus, he has no protection in the lineup anyways. Unless, they go. I mean, Scott Boras is his agent, so they'll probably opt out anyways. But because they know they could give, unless they let him go another year with the Giants. But I don't know if I see that. Maybe. I guess it depends on what kind of offseason the Giants have. But yeah, so tomorrow, Game 7. I'm not sure what time it's at. I don't know if it's going to be an earlier or a later game. It might be a later game. Yeah, probably 5:00 Pacific, I would believe. It was a little bit earlier today because there's two games going. So we'll see what happens with that. But it's either way. I'm just glad to see Texas get into the World Series for the simple fact of Bruce Bochy. Just love watching that guy do his thing. He just leads with that quiet confidence. That's what you need in a dugout. Someone who knows the game and believes in his players, and his players believe in him, and good things can happen. And then, of course, like I said, having a good general manager, having a good ownership. If you have all three of those things working for you, man, you got something good. And that's why I think the Giants are so good in their World Series run. They had good ownership at that time. They had a good GM and Brian Sabian, and then you had Bruce Bochy. Check out the tweet by Wes Clements 22 tweeted out about Bochy. Oh, let me take a Just bear with me here. There he is right there. Cool. Let's see. Is it the one from 34 minutes ago, Will? Just want to make sure I got the right one here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that has to be it from what you're saying. I love it. Okay, here, let's bring this up here. Here we go. Love it. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Wes C says, well, someone asks, no, in all seriousness, how the F is Bruce Bochy in the World Series? This guy answers it. Simple. He got a call from an ex-player who is the GM of the Rangers, who told Boch, do not worry about, no one in the front office is going to tell you how to run your team. Let me make that. There we go. No one in the front office is going to tell you how to run your team. Write your lineup, who to pitch, and an owner who spent money and trades at the trade deadline were awesome by Young. There you go. There you go. When you have someone the caliber as Bruce Bochy, you can't go wrong. As long as you have a GM and as long as you have an ownership that are willing to, play baseball. Look, and I'm not advocating that you just go willy-nilly and you just act like a maniac with your money, like Cohen. But at least one thing I'll give credit for Cohen, he's a fan. He wants his team to succeed. All his moves, even though they're extravagant and they get a little bit, crazy, at least he wants his ultimate goal is that he wants the Mets to win a World Series. Has it worked out for him? No, not quite. But that's his money to spend. But you, as a fan, you can't fault him, right? You can't fault him for saying, "Hey, I'm trying to put the best product out there for my fans and for my team to win." You can't argue with that. Like I said, you could sit there and say, "Oh yeah, that didn't work," but you can't sit there and say he didn't try. We can't say that here in San Francisco because you could tell it looks very obvious that owning a baseball team or being a front office, it doesn't seem like baseball is very high on the priority. Doesn't it seem like it's a back burner? It seems like there's other things that are at work other than baseball. What am I going to, what? Oh my gosh. Anyways, guys, I think I'm going to get ready to shut it down here. If anyone is interested, I'm going to go get ready for my channel. I'll put it up in here. So if you guys want to come over, I appreciate it. If you want to come, that's fine. If not, that's okay. You could always catch it later. Not a big deal. Just going to get a little bit more into the whole current events of what's going on. Don't want to talk about, yeah. Thanks, Crab. Appreciate it. But yeah, we'll just get into more of the other stuff going on in the world on that channel. So if you guys want to check it out, you're more than welcome. I'll probably get it once I shut it down, give me about 15 minutes or so, get everything set up, and then we'll get going on that show and just see where it goes. You could join me. I'm pretty sure Will B will probably join up. So Will B will be over there with me, and we'll discuss some of the stuff. Hey, thanks, Will Martinez. I appreciate it. I didn't even know you didn't. That's cool. Yeah. You're more than welcome to come over. We'll do, we're not, I kind of go all over the place with the, with the current events. That's kind of what current events is, but yeah, come over, participate, ask questions. I love talking with the chat just to, get their idea of what you guys think. And, we'll talk about it. And yeah, we could throw in sports in there every so often. Why not? Even though it's military history, hey, it's my channel. I can do what I want. But for Dan, for Los and Bora, thanks for tuning in to this short show on the kind of a little bit on the 49ers. There's bigger things on the 49ers going on over at Larry's, but more to the point of the baseball stuff that happened today. Exciting baseball. You gotta love game sevens. Any game seven, really, to be honest with you, is just, it's an exciting time. You can't ask for anything more than having a game seven. I mean, it's just anything can happen. I mean, I just love it. Baseball playoffs. I mean, we're getting close to the World Series now. You know, just where like every out counts, every pitch that the pitcher throws means something in a game seven. So, yeah, let's see where it goes. Congratulations to the Texas Rangers to get to the World Series, first time since 2011 for them to punch their ticket to the World Series, and let's see if Bochy could go get his 4th ring. How about that? Yeah, no GM is telling me what to do on my channel. That's right. Absolutely. I'm gonna go on now. I'm just gonna close this down, and then like I said, let me get a chance to set it up, and then I'll be right back on the Military History Chronicles. But again, guys, thanks for joining. Tomorrow, Game 7 with the Diamondbacks. I don't know if we're going to have a show tomorrow. Maybe. I don't know. Dan may want to do like a NorCal Sports Network, what do you call it? A recap on the 49ers on his channel to get a little bit more into it. And depending on what happens on the Game 7 tomorrow, maybe we'll touch on that as well. But like I said, with that, for Dan, for Los, for Carlos, thanks for joining, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.